all you gotta do is screw that in and it should be good. You kind of have to play with it a little bit to try and make them fit. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the headlight replacement and bulb switching for the RSX, which took a little bit longer than expected, but all in all, plug and play. Let's check it out. There's one more screw underneath that you have to take out. It's hard to see it. It's right there. See, so that's underneath the light. Like one of these to kind of reach in there, and it's not enough space, but you just gotta do it, and eventually you're able to turn it loose, and then just use your finger and slowly take that out right there. That's what's holding it. Yeah. The headlight in place. Okay, so now we took out right here, and right here. So now this should now come off quite easily. See, that's pretty much it. Okay, so these are the new headlights for the RSX. Let's go check it out. So, why did I choose these headlights? Because I wanted to give it a fresh new look instead of just refinishing the stock headlights. I kind of want to give it with the black housing right here, but I didn't really want to. I still wanted to have the amber lights just in case, you know, I didn't want to get pulled over by the cops. But yeah, I mean, I could have just gotten all like white, right? But I kind of wanted to still kind of give it that sort of that OEM stock look, kind of, so that I don't really get in trouble too much. But it has that black housing on here, so yeah, that's what's gonna look like compared to these. Very different from these lights, right? Okay, I'm gonna switch the bulbs from the stock headlights to this one right here. Okay, remember to always wear your gloves so that way you don't mess up the bulbs. So I'm gonna take this out and then pick up the bulbs and put them in here. Just pull these out that I want to put for this one right here. Then you gotta put these back on. Cover. now I'm gonna start putting some new bulbs to go with the new headlight housing right here. First thing I gotta do is try to take care of like the high beams and the low beams. So this is like the old bulb right here, and I'm gonna switch this out with something I just purchased, like these bulbs. These are like bright yellow bulbs right here. So bright yellow bulbs. Again, so yeah, so yellow bulbs right here, like right here. There you go. Okay, that's for this pair, for that pair, and now for this pair, same thing. I'm gonna take out the stock ones, and put one of these LED lights right here. These. Might be an issue on this one. Didn't seem like it's gonna fit because it looks like it's too. This thing is too small right here. This thing. So I'm gonna need something. Ooh, that would make it fit, and this one won't fit. So I can't use these lights for now. So the stock one, the stock orange, I can replace it too. Simply put one of like one of these bright ones, bright lights. So there. Like these lights. These lights I would right here, which you know, it's right here. Watch. Right here. See? Right here. Here. And I'll get right here. There you go. So that's pretty much the lights, the bulbs that I'm replacing. Yeah, previously I was switching the bulbs on this one, but I ended up putting the yellow bulb on the low beam, but I want to switch the yellow bulb to the high beam instead, and then put these LEDs bulbs for the low beam. Okay, so stay up there. There was an issue with these. Well, let me just take these out first. So I'm gonna put the yellow ones on the high beam instead of the low beams. So go in here. And then right here so these are the regular bulbs, but there was an issue when I tried to use these bulbs because they didn't fit. See right here? It was too big, so I had to get some new LEDs right here, and these would fit in here. So just put these in here, and So pretty much it. So I have the LEDs in here, and then the yellow lights on here. Stick these in. That's it. I got the bulbs in, and my lights are now ready to go right here. That's it, ready to go. Now that I've put the bulbs on the headlights, I'm gonna install them quickly and test them out, see if they work before I actually tighten them all up or have them secure them with all the bolts and everything. So right here, headlights, see if they work. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna plug them in to make sure they work. Okay, so before I tighten the lights, the headlights, I'm gonna try to see if they work. Okay, so that's the low beam with the LEDs right there. Well, right, those are the low beam lights. And it's a high beam here. Boom. High beam and low beam. Okay, now that it's nighttime, let's really check out the lights, the bulbs, and see how they look. Okay, so that is regular lights. Let me check it out. Regular lights. Let's see high beam. Let's look at the high beams. So that's high beams and low beams right there. Okay, so this is going to be my third attempt of switching the low beam bulbs because I've had some issues and I will point them out to you right now. So this is the third bulb that I'm going to be using for the low beams. Okay, low beams here. So I'm just going to make a comparison between the three. Right here, this is the first one that I said does not fit. The issue was this one does not fit in the housing, okay, of my headlights. So that's the issue with this one. The second one, this one, is that it's not bright enough. These LEDs are just really just for like I don't know, they're just backup lights. They're not really for headlights, for like low beam or high beam. So these aren't bright enough either. So now I'm gonna try to use these right here, which is a super bright. We'll see how these work. And mind you, the reason why I chose these types of bulbs is because I didn't really want to go with the HIDs, which I normally run with my other cars, because it's a lot more work, some modification involved in doing that. But here, I just want everything to be plug and play, okay? So that's what I want to do here, just plug and play. So let's just try it. Take off the bulb, and so take these out. And put these in. So again, you want to be careful. If you're not wearing gloves, be careful not to touch the bulbs, because that would affect the life of your lights. So just if you're not wearing gloves, just make sure not to touch the bulb right here. So use this. So that's really all it is. You know, I want something that's just plug and play. I don't want to mess around with HID lights for this car. So that's why I'm trying to pick a bulb that would just fit right in. Alright, I'm going to replace these bulbs, which are not bright enough. And I'm going to try out these super bright, supposedly, H1 super white bulbs here. This is going to be my third try. We'll see how that works out. This is going to be the third time with these bulbs are not working, and then we'll see how these H1 lights work for the headlights. Right, so that's low beam lights. And high beam lights. Right. Okay, super white, not bad for plug and play. Lights right there. They're not HID bright, but they work as far as, you know, low beams. All right, and then just gotta adjust it. With the high beams, there it is, high beams. Boom. Bright yellow lights with the high beams. Yep. I like these lights because, you know, they're simple. They're not the expensive ones. They're not the projectors or anything, but they're like the nice black. It's got the nice simple black housing. Just kind of want to have that clean look on this car. So these are just the simple headlights that you could get for $100. But I like them because they look brand new, and they got the black housing, right? Back in the day when I did the FRS, they didn't even have aftermarket headlights yet, and I had to get that done, had it baked, microwave, right, and had the housing taken out and paint the inside the housing. So at least this is easier to do because you just buy it. You know, and I didn't have to go all out. I didn't have to get the expensive headlights, but these work well for this car. So there you have it. An alternative to reconditioning your OEM headlights is just to replace them with these aftermarket ones. The only thing is that these aftermarkets don't have the light adjustment that the OEMs have. So if that bothers you, then stick to the OEMs and just recondition them. Till next time, drive safe and keep on rolling.